Translator's Nightmare. I think it must have been in Limbo, where, as Dante says, the better poets share old friendships, rivalries, once famous fights, and, now they've left it, set the world to rights. As I was being hustled through in transit to God knows what damned hole, I thought I'd chance it and chat to some of the assembled great ones, who looked as bored as trapped theatre patrons who've paid good cash and find they hate the show. I picked on one. I rather doubt you know. He started up and peered at me. No, you snivelling fool. No, you, of course I do. You ruined my best poem. Look who's here. He turned to his companions with a sneer. Traducer and destroyer of our art, the biggest stink since Beelzebub's last fart. They jostled round, each shouting out his curses. You buried me with your insipid verses. You left out my best metaphor, you moron. You missed my meaning, or they set no store on an accurate rendition where you come from. He comes from where they send the deaf and dumb from. He got my meter wrong. He missed my rhymes. He missed puns I don't know how many times and then shoved his own in. But I turned and fled, afraid that in a moment I'd be dead a second time, torn limb from spectral limb. A mist came down and I was lost. A dim shape beckoned. Thinking it must be my guide, I ran for reassurance to his side. But it was someone I'd not seen before, an old man bent beside the crumbling shore of Lethe's stream. He stared a long time, then, "Did you translate?" I screamed, "Oh, not again," but as I backed off, one quick claw reached out. He clutched my coat, and with a piercing shout, he didn't look as though he had it in him, cried, "We've a guest, who'll be the first to skin him?" Then added, "Just my joke now, stay a while. The crowd in these parts is quite versatile, though we've one thing in common, all of us. When you were curious and courteous enough to translate poems from our tongue, all of us gathered here were not among the chosen ones." I looked around, a crowd now hemmed us in, and from it soon a loud, discordant murmur rose. "Please, why not mine? You did Z's poems, my stuff's just as fine. The greatest critics have admired my verse. You worked on crap that's infinitely worse than my worst lines. Some of my stuff's quite good. You will allow that. It's not all dead wood. Why then?" And slowly the reproaches turned to begging, bragging, angry tears that burned their way into my sorry soul. Once more I ran and saw my guide, tall on the shore, the other shore of Lethe. "Rescue me," I called. "Get me to where I have to be for all eternity." He smiled. "My dear, you've reached your special hell. It's here. It's here."